Hey y'all, welcome to the Morning Tea with Lee. Ooh, I think I'm kind of getting better at this. They say the more consistent you get, the better, right? Anywho, y'all. So I got a question. First off, what y'all think of this Shannon Sharpe situation for real? Drop your comments below because I haven't read up enough on it to drop my opinion just yet. But when I do, when we come back, baby, I'm gonna have an opinion, okay? Because I have thoughts. And, matter of fact, you know what? No, I'm going to go ahead and drop an opinion right now. Because why are you messing with young girls? Why can't you mess with girls your age? That's my first question. Why? And I'm just going to leave it right there. And my other question is, what do y'all think of Luigi Mamoni? I'm probably not saying his name right, but that's okay. Does he deserve it? For real? Bruh, drop me your comments. Let me know, because why are you out here killing people just because? I know there's a backstory to it, your friend, this, that, and the third, but Charlie, stop putting on my makeup. That does not give you the right, okay, to be out here just murking people, doing the things that you feel like you want to do. You are not God. You do not end. You not take life. Anywho, let me get to doing my makeup so that I can get up out of here and go to work, because yeah, I don't want to be late. My main topics have been surrounded, of course, around motherhood, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Today, we're going in with our two regular normal matte foundations from Maybelline, not that other one. That one was too liquidy, plus I did not like this shade that it gave me. It was too bright. That one was $3.68, I don't know, but I just didn't like the way the shade looks. But I wanted to talk about the things that we learned as mothers, because I was on the phone with my sister and we had a good conversation, right? We were talking about our children having privileges and how they came about these privileges. And of course, it's through us. And we still managed to have good children. So I have a question. Do you feel like you raised your children the same way you were raised, or you changed that once you became a mom? Because I feel like a lot of us, once we become parents, we tend to go, I'm not doing some of the things that my parents did, and we change up the way we parent. I say that because sometimes we can transfer trauma, guilt, all these different, hold on y'all, this is not looking the same. It's looking something dark now. Your chin gonna look light, but when I tell y'all, I be telling y'all my makeup look different every day. I think people wonder, do I know what I'm doing? And y'all have seen I do the same basic steps all the time. Nothing changes. All right, now that I got that on, I was looking and I'm concentrating so hard, like something ain't right. But here it is. Like I was saying, we have different style of parenting from the way that we were raised, right? And so with that being said, our parents used to tell us, do as I say, not as I do. We don't tend to tell our children that. We talk to our children. We have more conversations with our children. We try to explain more and give them more of the why behind what it is that we're doing. I know that my mom sometimes told me, just do it because I said do it. And she had her reasons for that. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that sometimes you have to be that way, because being in the military or being in a leadership position, there's no time to explain the why, because while I'm explaining, I could be saving your life. So you need to get up and get out and do what I'm saying. You need to move, you execute. And I will say, back in my 20s, when I was raising my kids, I was in the military. So my mindset was a whole lot different. It was me almost treating my kids as if they were my little mini soldiers. And oh my God, did I have to change that mindset? So me and my sister were having this conversation about, how to nurture your kids. And I will say honestly that my sister is more of a nurturer when it comes to children. And she just had that innately. Oh, and let me explain. When I say my sister, I mean my best friend, because technically I don't have a sister. I have two brothers, okay? A younger brother and an older brother. My mother did not have a daughter, just me. I'm the only girl, like my daughter. Just to clear that up. But we were saying how when we explain things to our children these days, when it backfire on you and them little suckers begin to like questioning you, you be like, if you, and it's a good thing, but hey, they are little mini yous at the end of the day. So I had to unlearn how to not tell my kids to just do as I say. They're not in the same situation that my mother was in when she was telling me, Deandra, just do as I say, which was probably a learned behavior from her mom as well. I'm very understanding at this point when it comes to how our parents were raised and the things that they had to deal with, you know, understanding now all of back in the like 60s and 70s, you know, my mom and dad was raised and they had to go through it. So they get so much grace. I'm blessed to be here. So, but stay on subject, Leon. Just stay on subject. Okay, just stay on subject. Let me get these brows together, y'all. Hold on one second. Hold on. Be right back. Let me get these eyes together. Y'all know I'm gonna come right back. So yeah, like I was saying, I give my parents so much grace, right, y'all? And some of the things that I had to learn for myself was, one, I can't do everything, especially not all by myself, right? And sometimes I was trying to like be this super mom, you know, show my kids this example that was strong, always the doer. Sometimes mommy don't have it all together. Mommy has to figure it out sometimes. I saw my mom be so strong and I felt like she was always together and she just always did everything. She always just made it happen and she emulated that for me. And I saw strength in her. And so what did I do? The same thing for my daughter because she was my first child. So I was like, oh, we're strong women, not realizing that you gotta show your kids that softer side of you so they know how to not only deal with it, but when they have kids, they can show their kids how to deal with it because it is a natural part of life. It's gonna happen. Duh. You know, you can't stop it. So I had to unlearn strong and learn vulnerability, which if you've never really been vulnerable with your children, that is a different type of vulnerability because they've only known you to be strong. You know, I have struggles. I have this too. And if you fall into this category at one point in your life, this is how you deal with it. I did not think about that, you know, during that time frame. So growing up, learning lessons and seeing my kids kind of as they become adults go through some of what I went through, I was like, oh, Leandra, duh, big red truck. It hit me. You gotta show them your softer side. You have to show them that this happens to you too and that you go through this, especially your daughter, you know. So unlearned behaviors. Or let me get this concealer up under my eye. Y'all, this is this Maybelline Rewind, shade 148. Same one that I've been using all week, honey. The only thing I like about this is it's super fat, so it's really hard to get it in these little areas, you know what I mean? It dries up quick. There we go. Yeah. And so another thing is when you just give of yourself, when you're just doing. You know, you can't see that. They're watching you. They see every little thing that you do. I did not realize how much kids pay attention to what the heck you're doing. Hold on. And you gotta have boundaries. You gotta set limits to what it is that you do if you want them to set limits to what they do. It'll come back on you really fast. As they get older, they'll start to say, but I saw you do this, mommy. Or I got this from you. And what can you say? You'll be like guilty as charged because you know it's something that you've taught them inadvertently. Another lesson that you have to unlearn. Watch what it is that you do. All of your habits, quirks, and little things that you do, they pick up on. They're watching. It's the truth. And truth hurts. Oh, I should have put this on last. My bad. I'm up here talking to y'all. Y'all got me doing my makeup wrong and out of order. But out of all the things that I did learn from my mom as a child or as a woman, she taught me be responsible, be independent, and to make sure that I took care of my house. All good things. I don't for a minute feel like there was ever a moment that my mom was not looking out for my best interest. That's kind of like the conversation that me and my sister was having. Our parents might think our generation are a set of little entitled kids. I don't know. That's a question that my mom would have to answer. I can't speak for her, you know what I'm saying? But y'all drop me some comments and let me know what y'all think. You know, are your kids entitled like mine? Are there any behaviors that you yourself have to unlearn? Be right back, y'all. Hold on. All right, y'all. So while I spray my locks down, make sure y'all check out my video from last week where we talk about motherhood on Mother's Day and becoming a mother, so y'all can hear my story time. Y'all leave me some comments. Let me know what y'all think about the morning tea, honey. Am I getting better? Am I working at this? Do I need work? But hey, your girl is trying, okay? It's called consistent content. We are working on consistent content. All right. Ooh, this stuff smells so good. Boy, this is something new. We'll talk about this in a lock video because I will see if it, if it's doing what it needs to do for the hair. Okay. Now, let's get this Rihanna lip on and we gonna pop about the door, y'all. It's a real nude type of day, as y'all can see. We got some brown on brown with the brown, but let me bring y'all back so y'all can kind of see the fit a little bit. Yeah. And then I got the little bracelet that matched the necklace. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.